It's a proud privilege for the Department of Media and Mass Communication that we have Professor Dr. Kenneth Krishnaraja, Executive Director, Center for Executive and Professional Development, London. So it's a privilege for us to have you with us. Sir has been a part of the conclave of the university, that's an international program today. So it's really nice of sir that he is with us. He allowed us to have his interview. And sir, your entire session is on work-life balance. And in an institution in Graphic Era Hill University, we have more than 8,000 students with us. So because students are much in pressure these days, because when it comes to their packages, to their placements, they're a bit more worried, and they're more, and often 60% of their day is at office, at their workplace. So a message for them, because it's very important for them to understand that what work-life balance is all about. So what is your say for them? What's your piece of advice for the upcoming professionals and the people who will be joining corporates?
Well, thank you very much for having me here. It's been such a pleasure to be invited. I think I have to start a little before they've come to join this wonderful university, because the very fact that they are here suggests that they come from families who care a lot about them and have contributed and sacrificed much to ensure their education is complete. And therefore you would say that they have families and parents who love them. But such families also mess it up for their children, in the sense that by the time they get here, the parents have told them what to do and what not to do, and have built a lot of inhibition. And so whilst the child might be the young person, the professional who's going out in the world of work, might be very accomplished with an excellent university education, there are aspects of self-esteem that is affected. So they won't do things unless someone older or someone in authority tells them to. So one is, I would say, to start off, there's a saying that the first half of our lives we live according to the wishes of our parents, and it's only the second half of our lives we live according to what and who we are. And so I'd say, try and make that a little less. The first 10, 15 years you live according to the wishes of your parents, because by that time they have made you a very well-rounded, solid, responsible person. And if you are focused, you'll have much more of the remaining part of your life, and as you go into professional work, to perform to a higher level than you would otherwise do. So then you come into the area of work-life, because I agree with you, in a university environment, as it is when you go out into the world of work, you tend to prioritize that what you do in a formal sense for either education or in employment takes a lot of your time. And your employers, your managers, they behave like your parents. They expect more out of you, and the more you commit yourself and the longer hours you work, you are the nice person, you are the good person, and so on. Again, I come back. If you are who you are with a greater sense of self, then you will be more successful in maintaining a healthy life balance, yet being much more productive and constructive. That's my first point.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
Because I think that's a great message for all the upcoming professionals, because this is something they're lacking in, and they really don't understand that what work-life balance is all about, because they'll be going into fields. So this is a great message for all of them, because you'll be heading towards the corporates, and this is something sir has given a very, very important message on that. And keeping the next thing in mind, how do you really like the university? Like, you've been in this campus, what have been your experience, sir? Though it is the first day, that's very in the beginning I'm asking you, but still, what has been the experience all about?
And there I think I'll link it up with my last point, as well as comment on what my experience has been of the very short time I've been here. Again, I've been hugely impressed by the students I've met. I've been introduced to some of the staff as well. But you see, some of the students, well, all the students, they take some things for granted. They don't realize how talented they are, how accomplished they are. Well, to start off with, every student I've met speaks at least 2 languages, and extremely well too. Some speak 3 languages, perhaps 2 of them are Indian languages and English as well. and maybe some speak some foreign language
Right.
as well. Now, this is extraordinary, and they come from very varied cultural backgrounds. They may come from one community, but they have been influenced, and they are in some ways enhanced by being with other cultures. So, in this university of yours, when I see the talent that I've seen, that you engage in programs, degree programs like this, I think they are better equipped because of the background, because a university like this provides resources that enables them to be even more successful than otherwise. So, looking at your university, I think architecturally it looks glorious, and there is a very famous research that says the quality of the content, that means whatever you teach, is greatly enhanced by the surroundings within which it is delivered. So not only have I seen the way your university is structured and built, so for example, when I walked into a university, I saw the atrium was really a lecture theatre, in fact built in a slightly amphitheatre style. The amphitheatre architecture itself is supposed to inform the listener more than if you had any other layout. And then I come into your big theatre and hear your rooms and so on, and I see the level of equipment, support, furnishings, extraordinary. So my take is, if it is true that the very happy, smiley students are actually having a good time here, and the environment is sound, and the academic staff engage with them, really relate to them. They're not just some old people that look older than me, but they're really young and vibrant and in touch with what's going on out there. I think you've got a very wonderful university with a lovely history, very committed faculty, and the senior management in having encouraged the conference that has brought me to your university. I think they really care not only for the students but for the community, because they want to attract the best and the finest, and you have a role to contribute towards nation building.
Thank you so much, sir. It's been amazing to have you with us, and thank you so much. On that note, we'd like to thank you on the behalf of the entire Media and Mass Comm department. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you very much, and all the very best. Thank you.